Hello and welcome all to the Time Traveler's Tavern, where there's tales from it and other things. Yeah, I said things. Alright, I will be your navigator and captain, Deadpaw, taking you on this informative journey. Informative of what? We still don't know. But that's why we have our wonderful net guru and all-around frumpy, colorful commentary provided by my good friend Toast.
I'm closer to white bread than rye.
Fair enough. And over to the other side, we have Mr.E. Not as an ecstasy. It's more of a pun on mystery, not Mr. and E. Alright, Mr.E. in the studio with us today.
Indeed.
Alright, today we're going to go down a traveling line of science and fiction, or science fiction, or fictional science, and all that kind of good stuff.
We should probably stop visiting nursing homes. I kind of want to hit this button.
What is the button?
And the Humane Society. I hear that they're tired of you screwing the pooch. So, where was I going with this? Yes. Cultivate friendships with people who add value to your life and add value to your social presence. So, in other words, the advice they're giving here is...
Find attractive people!
And use them.
People are a commodity to use and dispose of. Make sure to find somebody that's attractive and funny, that you look good next to. And once they are no longer of use to you, discard them.
Yes.
And make sure to do so in a douchey manner.
Make an effort.
You will then become the alpha male.
Make an effort.
And alpha males get the women.
Make an effort, and soon enough you'll be the guy that everyone at the party knows.
Told you.
And gets to skip the line at any club.
Told you.
You'll be the guy with quote-unquote social value.
Called it!
And we'll call you Nick.
Every time.
Okay, so here's the last one I think I have.
Sparkles.
Yeah.
Helmut Spargel?
I'm
The
sorry, yeah.
first part wasn't? Yeah.
Yeah, no, the rest of this is random crap that I could have done without.
Like the first part wasn't?
I mean, the first part was so well put together and thought out, and... Oh, wait, no, that was sarcasm again, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Well, it gave us something to talk about.
So did that bout with crabs.
Here's what it says.
That was a picture.
First off, I hate whoever wrote this so bad. I can't even read that. Please, somebody else.
Which part?
This whole thing. Right there.
Leadership skills are attractive also in your social life.
Does anyone else look at that?
That is very poor sentence structure.
Right? It depends on where you put the emphasis. Because if you go with leadership skills are attractive also in your social life.
So, but what I'm saying is I look at that sentence and it hurts my brain.
And I look at that sentence and go, I was reading it upside down.
Good for you. Anyway,
We all have to have skills.
so here's where it winds up. Imagine yourself living in the days of our caveman ancestors, where we used to hunt woolly mammoths for dinner and fight off saber-toothed tigers every other Sunday.
So the saber-toothed tigers actually had, organized hunts.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, guys. We're gonna go and screw with them hairy ape dudes. They've been getting a little uppity.
Well, just think about it. They state right there, where there were organized bouts every Sunday.
Yeah. So
It's football!
Football, yeah. The cavemen versus the sabers.
All right, so these naked ape guys, they've been kind of flaunting the clubs around. It's a little bit inappropriate. Let's go use our oversized teeth and bite them in the butts. Give them another hole. Careful, they're a little bit barbaric. They might try to stick something in there. Unfortunately, alpha males.
What happens when all the alpha males turn gay?
Really awkward gay prison sex movies.
You've seen a lot of them, huh?
Oh, sweetie, you don't even know the half of it.
I'm not sure I want to. I don't want to know a quarter of it. In such an environment, a cave woman's best chance for survival and raising a healthy bunch of cave babies.
Cave babies.
Would have been to get with the cavemen that led the group.
Come here, Ugg.
Ugh. Ugh.
Awesome.
And then went what little bit of a PG rating we never had.
And according to behavioral psychologists, this evolutionary programming is still very much in
behavior
effect.
psychologist explain what just happened with Ugg.
Very much in effect in women today. A study carried out in 2014. Hey, we finally got somewhere relevant.
Oh, we're relevant. Where's this?
Okay. It's 2014 that this was carried out. Researchers found that people who are part of a specific group are much more likely to find the group's leader attractive than the people who weren't in the group. For example, employees at a particular firm were found to be more likely to find the firm's CEO than the people outside the firm would. I'm assuming the attractive. Yeah. You know, I think it's worse than that, though.
So the people with power and money are attractive.
That's basically what that study would say, yeah.
Gee, tell me something I didn't have to read 12
Well,
pages of.
here's the other thing that gets it for me, though, is CEOs at companies. Give me your best stereotypical description of a CEO.
Christian Bale in American Psycho.
Think older.
No, I'm going with the murder.
Ah, yes.
I don't know where John had with this.
Boring, stuffy, in a suit. Cares more about money than anything.
Scrooge? Scrooge McDuckian!
Basically,
I was expecting some sort of like Scrooge McDuckian vault.
this
Where's that from? It was from something.
apparently
Hey,
there was a
people,
small
if you actually
amount-
listen to this, what was that from?
I'm going to read this part after. So, how do you go about cultivating this trait? You can start small. Leadership is, in many ways, an art that takes time to develop.
Bank robberies.
Put yourself in Hey, John Dillinger was very well liked by everybody except for authorities.
Point proven!
Wasn't that also because he was free with the money?
He also, only went for banks that were insured and didn't take anything from the actual patrons of the bank themselves.
Right.
So, I'm stealing this from the government. I just went, government on it.
Couldn't even steal cheese from them.
Don't check my drawer.
He wants you to check his drawers.
For cheese, apparently.
It's from under.
That's where I thought you were going. Put
some
yourself
butter,
into
too.
situations where you are forced to take the reins.
Please steer us towards the high road and away from the puns that came from this moment.
Yeah, good God. It could be something as simple as taking control of your group of friends, or something as ambitious as founding your own startup company. Once women see that you're able to effortlessly and elegantly take control of and inspire a group of people into action, they'll find you 100 times more attractive. So there you have it. 8 scientifically proven traits that women find attractive in men. And remember, as always, knowledge is only useful as long as it's applied. I hope that you work on developing and honing these 8 traits in your own personality, and that you enjoy a significant increase in your successes with women. I'm not going to name the author.
Well, I see. No, it's interesting. You think about some of what they'd said, and have you ever watched any of the programs on pickup artists?
Disregard all of that.
Well, I say because a lot of what they teach is the same sort of thing. It's the to project an outward appearance of this, to appear this way. Most of those guys are dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Case in point. Read this section.
But not the
Don't
name.
don't read it aloud.
All right. Author is an entrepreneur, full-time dating advisor, and total health and fitness freak. He provides tips on how to exercise and eat well, boost energy, and feel confident in your own skin. He believes a healthy body and a successful social interactions are 2 main keys to happiness. This guy's a douchebag.
Basically,
That's the personal trainer at the gym that he's just sitting there just pumping irons going, hey.
has the audacity to call himself an entrepreneur. What he actually is a crappy self-help coach.
Yep.
But I thought you guys would find this interesting.
You gotta pump some weights with me, bro. You even lift, bro?
I hate all of those people. All of them.
That's why I don't like going to the gym. I don't want to become one of them.
Oh, it's very easy to not become one of them. Have a brain.
Have a
I'm
brain.
sorry. Not all people who go to the gym are stupid. A lot of people that go to the gym like the routine and exercise. Then there's the ones that, okay, this goes back to the theology and all this other blah, 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 blah. The minority of a majority makes the majority the minority. Yeah, it makes sense.
Maybe if you diagram it.
I did with my hands, nobody could see it. Ooh, that's doing fun stuff. So I'm going to say that again. The minority of the majority can make the majority the minority. Because the outspoken minority often becomes portrayed as the majority.
Vocal minority.
Exactly.
We deal with them at work.
Exactly. And that's what you end up getting with a lot of, like, basically any group that has enough people. You have your extremists that go and just ruin it for everybody.
Oregon.
Exactly.
North Carolina.
There you go. It's like
Texas in general.
California.
California is kind of the extremist in the other way, though, isn't it?
They are, I think the state motto, or whatever, the description, it's the try-hard state. Now, if you guys don't know what a try-hard is,
Look it up on the internet.
look it up on the internet. Because it is one of the most annoying things in the world, and that explains California to a T. Because California has to be the best at everything. It's like,
I was just thinking of the Happy Cows Come From California campaign.
exactly what I was about to point out. California went, we're going to make cheese, but we're going to make cheese better than any other cheese state in the world and country and cheese. That was California, okay? That was like Trumpification of it. Except for he would have built like 4 walls. But,
And they all would have been shaken apart by earthquakes.
because they're built by Mexicans.
Wow. No, they wouldn't.
Moving on.
What are you going to do? What is he going to do? Try to get him to build the other wall he wants to make?
We're going to have you build it on the other side. But no, so anyways, the whole thing of, like, so what do they do? What do they do? Who do they pick a fight with? They don't go and go, okay, we're better than Dakota at cheese, or we're better than Vermont at cheese. No. They go to the one cliche that Wisconsin really does own. We make better cheese than Wisconsin. No. That is a gauntlet thrown down, and the state of Wisconsin will crucify you
And
after they get done drinking the beers and eating the brats, man. Because there's 2 things that are done well in Wisconsin: beer and cheese.
I was talking to one of the people at work who is from California, and I actually asked him if he'd seen the Happy Cows Come From California thing. And he's like, well, yeah. I'm like, do you know why you don't see why you don't see Wisconsin's rebuttal to it? And he's like, well, not really. I'm like, because we don't need to.
Exactly.
It's like there is no need to come back, because when you see pictures of those cows, they do not look happy. You look at a Wisconsin cow, and it looks really fat and stupid.
which is a happy cow.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Here's the other point.
California, you're in a hot, emaciated cow going, they're feeding me kale!
Well, cows are vegetarians.
But it's kale!
No, the thing that gets me, they actually outright attacked Wisconsin in one of those ads. They had the cows talking to each other. First off, they had the cows talking to each other, and they had one that looked like it was all shell shocked, and they said, "Well, what's wrong with that one?" Well, she came from a different place, a colder place, and then they showed her, surrounded in snow and wind and sleet blowing everywhere. And the thing that gets me is, these are animals that effectively live in a leather jacket filled with blood. Hot blood.
Yeah.
That describes my weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guarantee you they're probably much happier in a tundra-like environment.
Well, years ago, I think it was one of my old high school teachers actually had asked the question: how much does it cost to, in dollars per acre, to raise cattle in California? And he was telling us, I probably have the number wrong. He's like, it's upwards of $1 million per year. He's like, whereas, do you know how much it costs to raise a cow per acre in Wisconsin? It's in dollars, like 6 or 7, maybe 8, because you don't have to irrigate the grass. You don't have to constantly move your cattle from place to place to place to keep them from ripping everything out.
Yeah.
Because there is good grass, there's good water, there's good temperature. I mean, yeah, winters are cold. Cows are warm.
Yeah.
They don't mind cold that much.
Now, even if they do mind it, they're sitting there going, it's really cold out here. Wish I had a leather jacket filled with blood.
Yeah. There you go. All right, well, The last one I got here is fun trivia and humor.
And should probably be going.
No, the plan here is I would pick one off of that.
Apparently there's a plan. I was not made aware of this.
Fun little useless fact for you. A Boeing 747's wingspan is longer than the Wright brothers' first flight.
Seems legit. Wasn't it only like 14 feet?
I think it was like 23.
Toast!
You make it sound like I'm actually looking up how long the Wright brothers' first flight was.
I wait in rapt.
Attention.
Word, yo.
What's the word? Bird.
I'm working on it.
A bird.
The other one, or one of the other ones I saw in here that I actually liked was what cruel jerk decided to put
S the word lisp?
Yes.
Oh, no! It's no. Why is everybody always picking on me?
Yeah, the first flight of 120 feet in 12 seconds.
120 feet.
That was the first flight. At least according to this.
Whoa. According to some people, I mean, if that's on Wikipedia, it needs at least 5 credible sources and external links.
Was it on Wiki?
Well, yeah.
Did it have 5 credible sources and external links?
I was moving on to a different site just because I don't trust anything. Yep. Different site. Less than 12 seconds, covered 120 feet.
Fair enough.
So I want to look this up to see if it's true. What's a Boeing 747's wingspan?
About 12 seconds.
That's how long you last?
Hey, it's going up.
That's what she said.
Don't make me get oog back here. Oog. Ooh, God, this is going downhill again. Mm-hmm. Fat man on rollerblades. Down a hill. At some point, he's just going to fall, and it's just going to be gravity at that point. Rolling, swearing, flopping, flatulence.
Are you describing your weekend again?
With a wingspan of over 200 feet.
Well, be damned.
Probably, for most of the jokes that you make. Alright, so, you know what?
This coming from a man who has actively had things thrown at him for the jokes he's made.
I have not said anything contrary to the fact that I am as well. So,
Wingspan of a Boeing 747-400 is 211 feet.
isn't that spectacular? Alright, so on that wonderful note of fact, validation, and verification, any other shuns we should add to here? No? Alright. Skipping over his thoughts here, we're going to fund this out, and Mr.E, would you like to bid adieu?
Until next time.
There you go. On a good web guru toast.
What?
Parting words.
If you're using a comb, make sure you go the right direction.
That would be a good parting word. Alright, and this is your captain, not of a Boeing, just of a dead Paul. Thank you for joining the, what is this? Tales from the Time Traveler's Tavern? Apparently that's what we are. Thank you for joining. So that's it. You've